and welcome everybody to the second Allies Community Podcast. Welcome you, your guest, your host Juan Rodriguez, here from Orlando, Florida. Today we're gonna have an amazing podcast that we're gonna be informing and empowering the consumers to protect their safety and their financial well-being. And the reason why I started doing this podcast and starting this community throughout the years of being a pro-consumer, pro-fairness repair facility. My business is in the collision repair. Um, we encounter hundreds of cases of customers that we've been helping to get their property damage restored. Some they use insurance, some they pay out of pocket. Um, the thing is, it's never fun when that happens, and especially accidents are not planned. So it's never fun. So our job is to try to make that as painless as possible, and try to have a smooth transaction. But unfortunately, it's always going to be an inconvenience. So the reason why Allies Community Podcast was born is because through through our career, many of our customers were telling us, you know something, if it wasn't because you were in my side, you gave me and your team gave me the advice that I needed, the information. I didn't know what to do, and I would have got maybe in an unsafe vehicle, and I would have lost a lot of money on the resale value. And unfortunately, it's sad that that happens, and there's a lot of businesses in this country that they serve the consumer, but on the type of world that we are dealing with a third party payer. Third party means is somebody, not the consumer. It's an insurance company or a person that hit them. That's considered a third party. They are the people who are paying for the repairs. And now, unfortunately, ethics are not essential in a lot of businesses. So a lot of consumers listen to the wrong person on how to be made whole, how to collect their money, be made whole. And a couple of things that we have experienced throughout the years is that many of our customers, once they deal with us one time, they become a lifetime customers and they become family. And one thing that I noticed throughout all these, we've been in business since 2003 here in Orlando, but I've been doing business since 1998. And one thing that I noticed in my career, that I became a connector of like-minded people. My customers trust us, and they trust our recommendations. So what we do, I try to keep always good. I call them my allies, people that help me keep the reputation that we have in the community. Being able to help my customers and my friends to protect their financial well-being and their safety. Let's face it, there's three types of the biggest investments that you're going to do in your life. The first one, I always said, your education is important. If you can educate yourself, go to school, go to college, go to technical school, invest in yourself. That's the biggest investment that you should do in yourself, because that's going to bring plenty of dividends. Hopefully, if you find a good career that you can reap the rewards. The second one is a home. Average American is paying over 300,000 for a home here in Florida. Right now, we are going through an amazing time that is a lot of uncertainty, and inflation is affecting everything. Things are doubling, and when it comes to the values of the house, there's short inventory. There's tons of people moving to Florida, so it's creating a supply and demand issue. So houses has skyrocketed in unprecedented numbers. And the third investment that most people do, that is the biggest investment, is the vehicle, their cars. So the first one, education; second, home; and third, vehicles, their cars, the mode of transportation. And average vehicle right now on the road is about $30,000. So there's a lot of money. A lot of people are spending a lot of money on a monthly basis to pay for these vehicles, and a big chunk of their salary is going towards transportation. You need reliable transportation so you can make a living. And here's where I'm going to focus the most today on this podcast, because I'm going to, when it comes to vehicles, that's where I believe that's our expertise. And we're going to be bringing other experts as guests to help you when it comes to making home repair decisions, when it comes to insurance, like health insurance, retirement, and all that, because our promise with our community is to add value on every little way that we can. And it's something from the bottom of my heart. I care about my customers. I care about my community of Orlando, and I care about their safety and their financial well-being. And if you're losing money by making bad decisions, that's jeopardizing your financial well-being. So my promise to the Orlando community with this podcast is, on the weekly basis, trying to bring the best content that we can, so we can empower you and educate you so you can make informed decisions. Um, Doing my research, I realized that average American is paying from 15 to 20% of the yearly income on insurances. And the reason why we have insurance is because when you have a home, you have a big item that is worth a lot of money to replace it. It's smart to have insurance. So, but the thing is, not all insurances are the same, not all claims are the same, and not all the property is the same. So it's impossible to be able to say this is the price, this is how much you should pay, because a home in Orlando is differently priced than in Tampa. Same thing with a vehicle: year, make, and model, conditions, all that. It changed the equation. But the key here is making a savvy decision when it comes to buying insurance and when you're going to make a claim. One thing that I always recommend our customers, especially in these times now where we're getting a lot of customers they come to our shop in a lot of stress. They not only have a car accident, they're dealing with home insurance doubling on them. A lot of them, they're being dropped, getting letters. Hey, if you don't replace your roof, we're gonna drop you. And a lot of the customers are asking me, is like, Juan, but I bought a roof last time it was done. I'm supposed to have a 15, 20-year warranty, and the roof is only been on for 12 years. Why my insurance company is doing this to me? And it's all because they're trying to protect their portfolio, and they want to mitigate their cost. And the better shape the roof is, the less you're going to make a claim, so it costs them less. So they're mitigating their costs, and let's face it, they can spend billions of dollars in advertising, but really they're not in your side. They're not your good neighbor. They're there to make a profit. And unfortunately, in our state, we have hurricanes. We got it lately in the last year. We've been getting several hailstorms. We got a couple of floods. So things are definitely not in the favor of the insurance companies. And they don't like it. They have to pay. They're in the business of collecting premiums and paying as little as possible. So I understand, they are in the gambling business. It's like you going to Vegas and you take so much money, and if you gamble it, you may lose it, you may not. That's in the business that technically they're in. They're betting on you that you're not gonna have a loss, and when they do, they have to pay. And that's why they draw a contract, and in that contract stipulates all the things that they're gonna cover. And unfortunately, nowadays, there's a lot of not good ethics in the business world. They're going to try to deceive you. And that's why throughout the years, we would our customers keep telling us, oh, you're my ally in my corner. And our name used to be Color Recon for many years. In 2020, we decided to just rebrand it to the Allies brand. So that's what we're trying to do. Be your ally in your corner when you need something. And when you insure and you make a decision to find insurance to insure your property, don't look for the cheapest one, please. Look for a reputable company that provides great customer service, and they're well known by settling claims fairly. It's really, 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 it's really sad. Most of the customers that find out they have a really bad insurance company when they need them the most. And it's sad because maybe that 15-minute call, maybe that all the pretty stuff that they do in their marketing, then you're going to pay the price of not being taken care of. Or you're going to be deceived and cheated out of a proper and safe repair. So I'm going to focus mainly on vehicle repair because that's my expertise. Once we bring the roofing experts, all that, we'll be able to give more solid content from those experts. But like on vehicles, average consumer is paying about $30K for a vehicle right now. Do you guys know that after an accident, the vehicle gets damaged and the property is never going to be the same, even if you find a great, reputable shop that is going to do a repair following all manufacturers' repair guidelines, using original manufacturer parts, follow all the instruction on how to repair it to the T, like the manufacturer recommends, use the best materials, your car's still going to diminish. So when you're going to resell your vehicle, it's going to have something that is called loss of value. People, especially if you make an insurance claim, you are going to be in the Carfax is going to say vehicle was in an accident, and it's going to say the amount that the insurance company paid for that repair. So what happens? The vehicle could diminish even more if the vehicle has shoddy repairs. And unfortunately, on this industry, at least in the industry that I'm in the automotive collision repair industry, most of the shops in America, 98% of body shops in America, they work for the insurance company. It's so much easier to not spend $1 in advertising and just get the work fed to you. Just in the medical field is the same. And they are serving the wrong master. And we always tell our customers, we cannot serve two masters. We either serve you, be honest and ethical, and provide you a safe and proper repair, protecting your financial well-being, or we can save money and protect the insurance company so they can send us more referrals. And we decide to partner with the right person, the consumer. I make the decision of, if I'm going to run a business, it has to be the righteous way, where I give the consumer the best product, the best service, and make sure that I'm protecting them on their financial and safety and well-being. um, because when you are in a vehicle right now, the technology has evolved in a way that vehicles stop by themselves. They correct themselves when you're driving. Cars are super safe right now. It's amazing how safe they are right now. And vehicles are made to absorb the damage so the occupant doesn't have any injuries. And if they're going to have any injuries, it will be way less. And if you go to our social media, we're always posting content. And if you got in an accident on a vehicle that it was built on the 50s at 20 miles per hour, and you get in another vehicle with the new technology going 20 miles an hour, the occupant will be way less injured on a brand new car, because before the cars were solid and the occupant will be the one absorbing all the impact. And that's why so many people were dying back in the day. So now we rely on a lot of computers, sensors. So this is why when you pick a professional, pick a professional that has the best interest in place. It's their priority. And like us, we try to first give you a consultation. Guys, the days of giving free curbside estimates in the collision repair industry is history. Vehicles now are so complicated. Before you take a bumper cover off, before you do anything to the car, you need to scan the computer, make sure you do all the safety steps to disarm the SRS, the airbag system, the electronics. Especially now with new electric cars, they're lethal. If you don't know what you're doing, you can lose your life if you don't know how to deal with an electric car, and they're high voltage. So the insurance company will have a lot of influence in your decision making. Let's face it, guys. Like me, I was in the military, got out. I've been with that insurance company for many years, because they were supposed to take care of the military, and it's a privilege to be part of this insurance company. And I've been with them for many years. And let's face it, when you send somebody a check every month, you're gonna have an emotional attachment with them, and you think they're gonna do the right thing, especially when they spend so much money letting you know that you're in the good hands, that they are in your side, they're your neighbors. So you get into an accident, first thing you do, hey, I'm gonna call my agent. Your agent calls you, you call your agent picks up, tell them, hey, I got into an accident. And the agent, right now in this 2023, agents cannot refer you a shop that they trust and like. They need to refer you to the repair facility of the insurance company. They're called Direct Repair Partners, DRP. And unfortunately, unless the owner of the agency, you have a really close relationship with them, they're not going to tell you the truth. And sometimes, the sad thing is, a lot of these agents don't even know the product that they're selling. They don't know how bad some of these insurance companies are treating their customers and their vendors. It's like anything, folks. You have good, better, and best. Just like when you go to a hardware store, you can buy cheap paint, you can buy middle quality paint, or you can buy the high premium quality. Same thing when you go to a restaurant. You can get fast food, you can get mid-grade chain food, or you can go to a fine dining restaurant, which is going to cost you more. And hopefully the level of service and the quality of the product is going to be there so you feel satisfied. And the key is giving the value to the consumer. So when the transaction is done, they're happy, I got my money's worth, and I'm going to referral business. That's the way I decided to run my business all these years. And the day that I need to bend the rules just to keep my doors open, I prefer to just get out of the business and start something else, because it's not fair to my team. It's not fair to my customers to be deceived and cheated, and you say it with a straight face. Unfortunately, you call and you want to make a claim, and they're going to make it so convenient for you to go to their facilities. It's so convenient, it's hard to say no. Well, by law, you can pick the place, a repair expert that you trust and like. And hopefully you pick a shop based on reviews and people that actually file claims and they got their cars repaired there using your insurance. And what we do in our world, we do provide free consultations. Consultations is we want to make sure that we are a good fit for the consumer. We want to make sure the consumer understands the value that we offer. If the consumer just wants to eat fast food, hey, they can go to McDonald's. But if they want to eat good food, they got to go to a good restaurant. We tell in our world, in Allies Auto, we are the Ritz-Carlton of body shops. And that's the quality of level of service that we will provide, that you deserve. If you settle for less, it's because you decided you were in control and I didn't deceive you. What we do, we try to empower and communicate to the consumer what is righteously owed to them. And as a professional, we need to be indemnified for a job well done. And we're not the cheapest. And policies don't state that you got to take it to the cheapest. Unfortunately, they make you think that. But I haven't read a policy, a contract that states that you got to take it to the cheapest place. So you pick a shop of your choice. You take the vehicle to the shop. The shop is going to do a proper assessment of the damages and submit that on your behalf to the insurance company. The professional doesn't work for the insurance company. They work for you. And hopefully you pick a shop that is going to work for you. It's not just looking after the insurance company's best interest. And when it comes to using original parts, when it comes to using high quality materials, and the most important, the manpower, the labor, the repair expert that is trained and is educated. Let's face it, if you don't do a proper safety inspection, post-collision inspections like many manufacturers recommend, they said you got to do this after an accident. And the first thing that the insurance company will tell that shop, if they work for them and they don't have the education or the backbone, they're not going to do it. And you're not going to find out. And that's, in my world, that's called deceiving the consumer. So what we do, we prepare an accurate damage analysis. We submit it to our customer, and we send that to the insurance company on their behalf. And once we get a response from the insurance company, we sit down with the consumer and tell them, hey, this is what they're paying, this is what they're not paying. You may want to read your policy and find out if you have any exclusions. Unfortunately, here in Florida, we got billboards everywhere. It says lawsuit attorneys, how much they settle and all that. We're in a state that a lot of people sue for anything. And it's sad, but everything starts with a denial. But it's a fact. They're going to try to bluff you to see if you accept less and you go away. At the end of the day, after the repair, if you choose a lesser repair, you're the one who's going to live with the consequences. You're right. If your vehicle gets repaired in a substandard way, you're the one who's going to live with the consequences. Why? Because when you're going to resell the vehicle, the dealer is going to do an inspection on it, and they're gonna find out that the vehicle was in an accident. It got obvious that it was a shoddy, low quality industry standard repair, and your vehicle may diminish 15, 20, 30% of its value. So think about it. When you go and trade that car in and getting that kind of a hit, that's a lot of money, my friends. And that's why your financial well-being is important to us when it comes to the resale value of the vehicle. If you're going to resell the car to a private party, you want to sell them a vehicle that is safe and it looks good. If the car has shoddy repairs, here in the Florida sun, I can tell when a vehicle had really cheap materials and cheap workmanship. People stop by our office every day. Hey, my vehicle is delaminating, it's peeling, my color is changing, and I tell them, let me ask you, did you have your car repaired about 3 years ago? And they're like, how do you know? It's like, I can tell because low quality materials don't hold up in this state. They start delaminating. And then we start giving them the consultation and we'll find out. And here in Florida, if your vehicle got repaired on on the direct repair shop of the insurance, and you got to find out if that shop provides a warranty, and you can always submit a warranty. Most customers don't even remember who fixed their car. They have no records, and that's exactly what they want. They want to make it so convenient that you don't even stress about it, and you're not going to even remember, because they know they're gambling, guys. They know that most people don't keep their cars for more than 5 years. An average consumer gets into an accident every 7 years. So they know it's a numbers game. And if they can cheat, they can try to cheat the odds, they're going to do it. And on this scheme, the providers are part of it. And that's what we're trying to do, because not all body shops are the same. Not all insurance companies are the same. At Allies, we want to make sure that you're informed and you know what are your rights as a consumer, so you can make informed decisions. If your vehicle is repaired in a substandard way, first, the airbag timing, the safety features that you bought that vehicle. For instance, we are certified with Honda, Subaru, different manufacturers. And a lot of people buy these vehicles because of the safety features. When you need that safety the most, it doesn't work. Unfortunately, it can jeopardize your safety. And we don't play with that. Others do, but we don't. When it comes to wheels, a lot of insurance companies want us to get a wheel that who knows where it was. It was repaired, reconditioned. Who knows if that wheel was cracked? Manufacturer says you cannot do that. You got to replace it with a new wheel. They don't like it because it costs more. So the repair facility has two things that they can do. If they have, like us, we have the moral duty of telling you the truth, and we're going to expose it. The other guys, what do? They don't tell you anything. They don't want to intimidate you, because if they intimidate you is by telling you the truth so you can pursue what your contract says, and the insurance company is going to have to pay more. And unfortunately, they don't like that. So what do? They start deducting points out of that shop, and you become a problematic shop. That's what they do. In the insurance world, if you are a provider for them, how you get graded is based on customer service surveys and severity. Severity is how much it costs them. They don't care about it. They want to make sure that they do a good job deceiving you and you get a cheap repair. And there's some shops, they're amazing of doing that. You know, they have great presentation. Their shops looks amazing. Their staff, they wow you. But unfortunately, when decisions get made on the back, where integrity matters, behind doors, you don't know what's happening. Having meetings in the mornings. oh, we're going to repair cars the right way, following OEM guidelines. It's all a rah, rah, rah. And then when he hits the floor, the manager or the production manager says, make sure you repair that this way. They tell him, but what about what you guys said on the meeting? Insurance is not paying for it, so we got to get this car out of here. Let's get it out. And that's demoralizing for a technician. We don't do that in our world. We want to make sure the car gets repaired correctly, and who's making the decisions is you, the consumer. An example on the homes. Here we got hail damage, wind damage. When you repair your roof, you want to be the one making the decisions of what kind of shingles, what kind of underlayment you're going to put, and what kind of all the stuff that is going to make sure that that roof holds up really well. You want to be making those decisions, and you want to be informed. You're just trusting somebody that all they want is listen to the insurance company. They're going to not give you the right information. Most of these installers are not even certified by the brand of the material that they're applying. And when you have an issue, who are you going to go to? If they're not certified, they're not going to cover the warranties. If it's not a reputable company, let's face it, folks. Here in our city, in Orlando, look at the track record of the shops. How many times they have changed their names? How long they've been in business? Not many. We are one of the longest track record shops in the state, in our city. And that's why, because we have a commitment with you, the consumer, and our team. So on the vehicles, you have what is called the resale value and loss of value, diminished value after repair. Another way that your vehicle will lose value is if you don't maintain it. You buy your brand new vehicle, you get a beautiful car, and you don't protect it. Like now, there's ceramic coatings. There's so much you can do to protect your vehicle and give the proper maintenance, so your vehicle looks great when it's time to sell it, and you get higher resale value. It's not the same. You pay $30,000 for a vehicle. When you're gonna sell it, it's worth $7,000. Or if it's looking good, you can ask for $12,000, $15,000. That's money that you can put towards your retirement, towards other things that matter in your life. And please send us a message, email us through our social media, through our Facebook, through our YouTube. I want to know what kind of content, what kind of information, what questions you have as a consumer. Why? Because we want to provide you the value. We want to provide you the information. And we know, as thousands of customers that we have helped in all these years, there's many more out there that may not have the information, and they're being affected on not only on their safety and their financial well-being. So it's important, customers, to make informed decisions and not just choose based on price. When you're buying a can of soda, when you're buying a bag of chips or something off the shelf, a product, yeah, be frugal with your money, shop around, because if the same exact product, you can buy it somewhere else, 10%, 15% less, but it's the same exact product that you know of, is in the box, brand new. Take advantage of that. But when it comes to service and repairs, it's a whole different world, folks. The integrity of the person doing the job, the product that they use to repair your materials that they use to repair your property is crucial. And third, the quality of the person doing the repairs, how knowledgeable they are, how much training they have. So, gonna wrap it up for you guys. So please like us, comment, and we want to keep giving you content. On our next podcast, we're going to be bringing other experts in different areas, And it's always going to be around your safety and financial well-being. So let me know if you want to know more about health insurance, about home insurance, equipment insurance. Now we're insuring everything. You can insure your dog if you want to. So I want to hear from you. Please like, subscribe, let us know how can we do it and improve this podcast. We love good critics that tell us how to make it better, and we know as we go we're going to get better, and it's all to benefit you guys. So this is Juan Rodriguez telling you to have a great, blessed rest of your day, and thank you for being part of our Allies Community Podcast. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.